Hey everybody, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade EM and Chat Repair. Anyways, I got off today. It's a normal off day for me. I want to get more of the star pool done because I want to make sure it's bulletproofed before MGC, because it's going to be there for sale. So if I bulletproof it now, there isn't much to do on this. I can actually start another project. So I don't know what the next project's going to be. It might be Little Chief or my Superstar. One of the two. Anyways, I got my half and half. Arnold Palmer. Gotta have that for my streams. So I guess let's go over to the camera and you can see what's going on. Alright, we got the play field ready to go, and I think we're going to work on that alternator unit that is up front right here. We'll work on that and possible some drop targets, and I have to poke all these inserts out of this so we can get at it. And I'm going to take this mech off because I see a gallon of dried out mill wax on it that needs to come off. So I don't know which camera we're going to use. No, we are not using that. No, I think this would be a better view for you guys. That way you can still see above me, and you can still see the play field. I don't know if I will put my computer view on or not. Maybe I could. Let's do this. Hold on. Yeah, let's do this. Get existing face cam. Okay. Ooh. We got big there. I don't want it that big. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this over the top of that. And lock it down there. And then Sony 1 we will turn off. There. This way you guys can still see what I'm doing and enjoy the background. We can always turn that off. Too. Alright, you can see me and you can see this. Great deal. I'm just going to move this out of my way a little bit. I want to get that right in the middle. Perfect. Alright, this is all alternating unit. It is for the spinner. I don't know, there was a spinner on this game. Well, anyways, as you can see, this thing isn't working the best. It's kind of dirty and nasty. So I have my ultrasonic cleaner going right now. So we are actually gonna take that apart and we will drop it in a cleaner. Hey David, what's up? Thanks for resubscribing for 14 months. That is awesome. What about the Pirates Gold? What did you see about it? Because news has changed on that. I don't remember what I posted anymore about it. Okay, we got that. So yeah, if you want to fill me in what you saw, it will refresh my brain. Because as of right now, I am waiting for an answer for the owners of Pirates Gold to get back to me. Oh, can you see that? Can you still see it? Yeah. Alright, this is basically a score reel without the score reel. It's the whole score reel mech without the score reel. But it is dirty and nasty. Okay. It's a long story. Ooh, and I got glue all over this. Oh, I was looking for the flipper. No, not the flipper, the pop bumper wiring and schematic. And then I had issues with the flippers. Very bad issues with the flippers. And I contacted one guy about if he could send me pictures of the pop bumper wiring. And his response was, no, he couldn't because his playfield is tore apart. I'm like, I just need a picture of the switch stack. That's it. Nothing else. And I will send you a video of exactly what I need. And then the guy ghosted me. So, really nice pinball community we have sometimes, where people just don't want to help you. I have gone out of my way and taken pictures for people. You know, if I can access my machines, I will take pictures for them. Okay, laundromat. And my basement's cold. Turn on my heater. Oh, turn up my heater. And these are all loose. All these screws here. That's broke or weird. They had two pinball machines and they were okay. Gross. Look at that. They use industrial coin operated machine. I guess if they owned a laundromat, there was no reason not to, you know. They probably were getting a good deal on them, and you know that those big machines really do clean clothes good. Picture. I'm just going to drop all this in the cleaner. Bally Trio and Chicago Coin Pirate Gold. What do you know? Very small world. So, the story with the Pirate Gold. I am waiting for the customer to get back to me on it. I had a problem with the pop bumpers. I posted on in the groups. One has been rewired with Williams parts at one time. I don't know when, why, or whatever. But if anybody knows Chicago coin pop bumpers, they use a Turbo, well, Joshua Turbo. I'll call you a Turbo because I like that name. Unless you want me to call you Joshua Turbo, but I think Turbo is really cool. But anyways, so the Pirate Gold, and thank you about the setup. This is a custom made bench. Okay, Turbo, I like that. I got another friend on TurboGrafx7. I either call him Turbo or Ryan, or yeah, I can call you Josh too. But anyways, yeah, this is a homemade setup. It's just on sawhorses. I copied the inside of a pinball machine, and I made it just a little bit wider, and I think it was like maybe 3 inches longer. This way I can move the machine back and forth like that. It's got a little wiggle room this way, and with the gap underneath the sawhorses here, I can flip it over and still work on it on top. And it's in a comfortable level instead of being inside of a pinball machine. But anyways, back to Pirate Gold. I did ask in the EM groups if somebody would send me a picture, a good picture, of the wiring on that. And I found one guy that had owned one, that owns one still. And they told me they got their playfield out for restoration. I'm like, well, can you just send me a picture of the wiring harness just for that switch? And then they ghosted me. So, anyways, that was very nice. EM community on that. But then anyways, so then I got further along on a playfield, and there's these resistance coils that are for the, what do you call it? For the flippers. They have been cut out and removed, and then flippers with different coils were hot wired in to do the job. Both coils looked like they had started on fire. One had a thermonuclear meltdown and was leaking. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of done with this game. I don't get what's going on here. I don't want to know what's going on here. In order for me to save it, I need a schematic. And then I need to find these parts with the brackets. And then I need to then rewire everything back up. And we're already at the price of doing a full shop job on the machine. And then with the price of fixing everything, and I said it would be cost prohibitive. It's going to very exceed the value of the machine. And right now I consider it a parts machine, and I do not want to work on it. So I offered him a fair price for a parts machine, and then I said, let me know. Either pick it up or come pick up the cash. One of the two. I said it cannot stay here any longer unless you are offering, if you're going to accept my offer on it. So they're on vacation right now, so I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go take these and drop in my ultrasonic cleaner real quick. Nearly new. She's nearly 100 now. Yeah, wow. It's a good machine, though. It looks like it would be fun. However, like I said, this one, the wiring harness has been murdered a little bit. I did get the head fully rebuilt, so I'm going to go drop this in an ultrasonic cleaner. I got it already set up. I just got to turn it on. But yeah, I will show you these parts though. There we go. I figured since it's only a couple things to take off here, we'll just drop this in an ultrasonic cleaner too. Here's the main gear. As you can see, it's just nasty dirty. The rest of the parts are just dirty as expected. You know, no big difference. So I'm going to drop these in there real quick. And another thing with the Pirate Gold, I don't have the room or the space just to let it sit here till I can find the correct parts that are missing off of it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to let a machine sit here for maybe a year till I can find somebody that like had parted out a machine so I can get these parts back to make it go back to stock. So that was my other issues. Machine stopped working in the 90s and just sat. So that was the Pirate Gold. I wonder if that's the same machine I got here. So it's got a good playfield on it. But somebody did a hack job on the wiring. I mean a bad hack job. A really bad hack job on the wiring. I don't know who would cut off coils. I guess somebody figured, well, you can't do this, so we'll just bypass it with some different coils. I can't do that though. I don't know where this machine came from. I was told it was their grandpa's. And that was it. But yeah, this has a really nice playfield on it, but like I said, it's very outcost me to rebuild it. This is just a green scrubby pad. Just trying to clean the bad dirt off of here. The buildup over all the years. What I like about these green scrubby pads, they disintegrate as you use them. So it's not going to destroy the copper. Forgot to get my buzzer out too. I'm going to need my buzzer. Alright, that's almost clean. Where was the machine? Somewhere local in my area. I don't know exactly. He brought it to me. He told me, I need this thing out of my garage. Let me bring it over by your house. And I'm like, I don't have really room. So then he contacted me again. He goes, I need it out of my garage. Let me bring it by your house. So I did, and I finally got on it. I had it since December. That's clean. Now I'm not cleaning this area here because nothing is contacting here, so there's no reason to ever clean it. Just these pads and a circle in the middle are the only thing that need to be cleaned. Alright. So, anyways, everybody, there's a link right there if you want to get some new Mark's Basement Arcade swag. And there's my YouTube channel. So please check it out if you are interested in anything I do. I do more of a detailed, what do you call it, rebuild job on these, on video. I need to move that. So, doing live streaming like this, I cannot do this as good because the camera's in my way and stuff like that. So, if I do a regular video, I can do a better job at showing you guys what's going on. But yeah, Mark's Basement Arcade on YouTube. Check it out. And I hope you guys can make it to Midwest Gaming Classic this April 29th through May 1st. That will also be a blast. I just, on my Facebook page, I just put a map out for it. A new map. And you get all those bulbs out. And you get actually get them bent out of the way because they're in the wrong spot. I'm just going to have to leave that lay there. They're not in the wrong spot. All the inserts are loose. So if I get these bent out of the way, I can pop out these inserts better. Is there a better? Yeah, I'm sure Chicago. Chicago Coin, the best thing they ever did was Casino. The Casino was an awesome game. And where is my bucket? Oh, bulbs. Here we go. Casino was awesome. It had the gate, save option. It had the two spinning discs on the playfield. It had ball return, saucers. That was like one of the most loaded EMs I have ever seen. Oh. Yeah, well, Dave, if I do get this Pirate Gold, if you are interested, you can take it. Now, that is how easy these are popping out. I'm using my pinky. They're coming out that easy. There we go. Seems like every one that this Pirate Gold it has a really good playfield on it, and it has a really good glass on it. I really would hate to part it out, but like I said, that's all it's worth right now. It's parts. I'm gonna have to remove one of those wires so I can spread them apart to pull that out easier. Or do I? I might be able to get that completely out of the way. I think when I put this back, I will put Comet bulbs in there. Your Babysitter's Pirates Gold. It looks like a good game, I have to say that. Doesn't look like a bad game. But I would have to play it. You know, I really don't judge EMs on their looks anymore, except for Big Ben. And Led Zeppelin. Let's face it, Led Zeppelin was a huge fail. That was one of the most anticipated failures I have seen in a long time. Very huge fail. I so do not want that game to suck. But it does. Alright, let's move those here. This can go here too. Did you guys notice this? That's where the pirate gold was. This is the head of the pirate gold. And right there is the bottom of pirate gold. That's a very mint Knight Rider that has come in for some tune-ups. Alright, let's do that one. There, you can see me. So yeah, that has come in for a good tune-up. They had bought that during the holidays. Oh, look at all that mill wax. Look at that crap. It looks like somebody painted it. That is mill wax. Chicago Hunt Firecracker. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Alright, we need to clean that up. That is just disgusting. And mill wax. I just realized all these bulbs I took out and replaced, I never cleaned their sockets. But it was only 2 of them. So I replaced 2 bulbs on this plate. 2 bulbs on this playfield already yesterday because I had to fix the sockets. Ugh, just nasty. All that mill wax. Get this crap all over my floor. Yuck. Mill wax. So, story behind mill wax is it's garbage. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. So if you ever hear me ranting about mill wax, that is why. Some people rave about how awesome this junk is. Well, if you ever tear apart a playfield like I do, and you work on one, you will probably feel the same way. Mill wax. It's a pain in the ass. It's like water, and then it dries, and it just gets everywhere you don't want it to be. No, yeah, they were an okay game. They didn't take too many risks. You know, they built them to sell, and let's like leave it at that. You know, they knew that people would buy them. I don't think they were ever really thinking that they were going to blow people's minds out with their designs. Innovative, maybe on a couple. Like Casino, I would say they were probably most innovative on that one. Did they drop the ball on most of them? Probably. Could they have done more? Yeah. But when it comes down to it, They closed up very early. I do not want to take those off, but I'm going to have to get at the screws underneath. I mean that post. Windex is just a glass cleaner. Novus One actually has very fine polish in it. If you look at Novus One, it's like milky, and that milk is actually polish. It's a very fine polish. Now I use Novus One on my glasses. I will actually take, after I clean my glasses, I will take Novus One and put it on a microfiber cloth and use that for the last finishing part of my glasses. What that does, it buffs out any of the microscopic scratches I have in my glasses, and also puts like a really neat coating of like an anti-fog, anti-static coating. So here, I'll show you. Bare hand. See how it's white? That's like micro polish in it. Now I will take that, get off of my hand. I'll use that nice little spot. Clean that up. Actually, I might as well just go over the whole thing. Anti-fog, anti-static dust repellent. So yes, that's why I decided to use it on my glasses. And it does do that. It keeps my glasses cleaner longer. Because you get the anti-static, so therefore you won't collect dust on it. Therefore, your glasses stay cleaner longer. And it's crazy how they do stay cleaner longer. I am actually going to have to take that out and probably clean under there. Is that just a roll pin? Yeah, I don't want to do that either. I'm just going to have to do this. I forgot my parts are in that cleaner. I'll be back in a second. Alright, yeah, they're still cooking. They got a little bit of time like left on them. So this, I'm going to fill that up with some Windex. Oh crap, there's holes in it, damn it. Now it's leaking all over the playfield. I forgot I took that screw out. When I did that, it left a hole in the plastic, so this stuff can drip. That's okay. Looks like it's did its job, except for that glop right there. It almost looks like somebody got glue. I wish I knew one of the first machines I've played too. Unfortunately, I have no memory of them. I have memories of machines I've played. Gorgar, I believe, was the first electronic game I've seen. What do you call it? Flight 2000 I have good memories of. Well, I know you do too. That's why we both owned one. Well, I got two. What else? Whirlwind, I remember that. Just because it blew air all over you. There's a couple, you know, just, well, they're newer, High Speed. I remember going playing that. A few others. But the ones that really stood out were Flight 2000 and Gorgar. EMs, I couldn't tell you any that I've played before. That one that I can remember, you know, like routed ones. Couldn't tell you one. Even non-routed ones back in the day. Could have been the Pirate Gold. Ew, what is that? It's like a giant metal washer. Why is that there? Well, I really don't think that is needed. Well, maybe. It would keep it from turning because it's going to bite into both ends of it. So yeah, I guess I'll put that back on. I'll find one for the other side. Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played 'em all. But I ain't never seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. Maybe I'll put one on our side too. Yeah, it's Folsom Prison Pinball Wizard Smash. Ever since I was a young boy, I played this silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played 'em all. But I ain't never seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. Dave, you gonna be in town in August? Mr. Paisan? Let me know if you plan on being here in August. End of August to be exact. Let's get my buzzer. Or if you can make it to town in August. Get the buzzer. What's in August? My birthday party. This is the buzzer. Harbor Freight cheap Dremel. My birthday party is in August. And having a couple popular people from the pinball community. And we're gonna have a little band jam session going on. So if you're gonna be around end of August, you are very welcome to come over to the house. You've been here once before, to hang out with us. It's just gonna be friends that are gonna be here, nobody else. So Dave Brennan. You know him. He'll be on the drums. Oh, that one is just garbage. I can already tell. Is that one garbage too? That one's garbage too. Yeah, that one was garbage. How I can tell they're garbage is I can feel when I, like that one. That one. There's no spring to the light socket. Garbage. 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 The spring is like gone, rotted out on these sockets. I want to see. Yeah, okay, they still got a spring to them. There's another local guy named Rob, Pinball guy. He's going to be doing bass. Yeah, I can save them. Okay, those are all good yet. Well, there was 2 different places. I didn't know that there was different play fields for that. So yeah, every time I talk to you, I learn something new. It's amazing. Every single time you and I talk, you always fill me up with some type of knowledge. These we will bend straight. Alright, I think those are clean. Let's get some bulbs and test them. Let me know what you think. Alright. Let's open this in a new window. Oops. Open a new tab. Let's see what we got here. Playfield with lockdown bar. See, now that looks very Gottlieb to me. That is a very Gottlieb looking playfield. The way they got the angled lanes on the top. But then it's... yeah, that is very Gottlieb looking to me on that. That one looks very Gottlieb. Let's get some bulbs. And I can test these also. I had some yesterday. There we go. Ugh, I'm getting old here. Yeah, it looks strange. Let me look at it again. Yeah. That's why it kind of looks very Gottlieb to me. It's just got a lot of blank to it. Especially like on the bottom, but just above the flippers. I'm missing the big giant D Gottlieb and Company logo. Then I would totally believe would be a Gottlieb with a belly skirt. Yeah, it's got way too much opening in that one picture. There were two photos I did not scan down. Early production, okay. I did not scan down. Yes, the early production is beautiful. That is a complete playfield. I would wonder why they would have took that out. That is beautiful. That I like a lot. I like the little twirl thing for the bonus on the side where you got the saucer there. That I like a lot. That is very nice. And it's mint too. I like that. You had the bland one? Yeah, I wonder why they would have took that out. Alright, let's test some of these sockets. What we're going to do is just put a bulb in it. These ones here, I'm going to leave the bulb out because I have to put the, what do you call it, that spinner back in. But these, I can test. That works good. Shit. I guess we're just going to do this. Well, oh, I hate doing this. I'm just going to have to leave them out. Let me see one of those bad sockets. Which, yeah, those were all. I'm just going to have to leave them out. I forgot I have to glue the inserts back in. And I'm a real sloppy gluer. So if I do that, all my new bulbs, I'm going to get glue all over them. But we did see that one worked. Alright, let me go grab my junk out of ultrasonic cleaner and we can put this back together. And I did bump this. Trying to, that glop of whatever it is on there, I'm trying to soak that so I can eliminate it. Alright, let's get these parts. Played me in pinball. right. They're cleaned off. They're just drying. Have you heard from Tom? Okay, Tom Taylor, I just talked to Dan about Tom right now. It was a no, but since situations have changed, it is different now, so it may be a yes. And it looks like I may need to... oh yeah, last time I was there, he had them. Do I need to use Prime Sub? Okay. Here we go. Show me. Share. Yep. There we go. I just look at that. I just resubscribed for 13 months. I forgot about that. I had that. That I needed to resubscribe. So anyways, yes, Dan said it was a no, but he's checking in with him now to see what the situation is now, because the situations have changed since the answer was no last time. It almost is like a burn. So he's gonna see what's up. It's like a glue spot or a burn. I don't know. So yeah, hopefully, put this way, if I do go there, I will send you some pictures of it. I will try to send you pictures of it. I will say. I don't know if that's going to come off or not. It's like a burn, but then it's not like a burn. We'll just keep getting it wet and see what it does. Okay, the pieces for this, they are drying right now. So let's do one of these. That way I can pound out all of them. Let's get... I believe you did, but if you want to refresh us and the viewers, go for it. That is now both Sony's. That is... Oh, that's what I changed that. I should rename that. Rename. Or computer P or on there. There. Okay, we got that. All right, we are going to this. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. I was going to do this one, but you guys can't see that one as easy as that one. That's the easier one to see for you guys. You know what I mean, Vern? See if we can get this a little more straighter. Let's do this. We'll take a corner of this towel and we'll lay it on top of it, and that will hold moisture on it and hopefully dry it out. Oh, and he did not know what he had. No, I did not hear that story, Dave. I knew you had one, and that was the extent of the story I know. I don't remember that. Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. Can we see that good? Yes. That is crazy. The stuff people do. See, now I'm just pulling the coil stop up off of here so we can get at the coil and replace the coil sleeve. There we go. There's a coil sleeve. Is in here. And there's the coil sleeve, which is garbage. I will need my tape. So he did not know what he owned, what type of history he even owned with that machine. I have a bad feeling that machine just, has been just going up in value over the years too. And that, I want it to go up all the way so I can clean that off. Just as garbage. There was one that was on, oh, you didn't know the history till you took it home. There was one that was on Craigslist last year or whatever. The guy had it sitting out in his backyard and it was just like all junk. Like the paint was all popped off the glass. He had like out by the curb or something. And now what's that guy that's been documenting it ended up getting it. You know what, clean this too much with naphtha. I just want to get most of the garbage off this target. The grease. There. I will clean that off with Novus too. What do they make, like 5 of them machines or something like that? 5 Space Labs. Actual 5, not dealer made. $30, okay. Still, it's a low number. Still a very low number, regardless. They must have really lost their butts on those games, too. So I know they were way different with the scoring and everything on them than a regular Skylab. Skylab, yeah. I always get them mixed up. So I remember Space Lab from being a kid when it fell back to Earth. So I'm just using Novus 2 to clean off the drop target. Get as clean as I can right now. I'm going to have to clean it again because once I go and clean the playfield off, this is going to get dirty possibly again, but at least it's easier to fully clean everything on it really good this way. There. There, now you can see it. That's a rare target too. Alright, that's clean, that's clean. I gotta get clean in there. We gotta buzz all these off. I gotta take that apart. You managed to get a better glass for it. I wish they would have made more of that one because I like both of them. Perfect. Alright. Enough of the dancing, Mark. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Bow, bow. Alright, that will go there. That is nasty too. Where is my... It's got some nastiness on it. Oh, here we go again. I can feel the high coming on from the naphtha. I just discussed this in my stream yesterday. It's like when I'm down here working on these machines, I get this overwhelming feeling of being high. I don't know if it's from like talking too much or what. But then I came to a realization that it's probably from the naphtha. Using the naphtha to clean everything is making me high. Now I just started using the naphtha again and I can feel like a buzz. Okay, let's get that off. I forgot there's a spring on there. Stay. So yeah, I feel a naphtha buzz. Yeah. Well, I always figure too, with a one-player game, why do you even need a credit wheel? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just heard the dog. Why do you even need a credit wheel on a one-player game? I really, honestly don't feel it's necessary. It's a one-player game. You drop a quarter in, and the game starts. Why do you need to build up credits? Oh, yeah, I guess if you win a game. Never mind. Just cleaning the crud out of this hole. And we will clean the crud off the shaft here. And then we will re-oil it. Not oil, we will re-grease it. With a good lubricant. Anybody who is wondering, there's another show that's on tonight, I believe 9:30. If I'm not mistaken, it will be Dan talking more about MGC instead of me talking about it. So while we're talking about that, there's a link for the Midwest Gaming Classic. It is April 29th through May 1st. Wrong pinky. If you can, be there. Be there. If you can't be there anyways. You're going to miss a lot. I'm going to be there. So that is worth the trip alone. Visiting me, seeing me in all my awesomeness. So I am like a treat for your eyes to see everybody. No, I'm just messing with you. But no, I will be there. So that goes in towards like that. There will be other cool people there. Other MGC alumni besides me. But come visit me. I will be more than happy to talk with anybody. I told Dave you can't make it this year. Oh, come on, get in there. You came out with no problem. Get back in there with no problem. You basically just fell out. Now you don't want to go back in. So Midwest Gaming Classic is the biggest gaming of its event of its kind. Everything to do with gaming you will find at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Whether you're into board, computer, console, any type of gaming, role-playing, all that gaming experience you will find at MGC. How does this go now? Go like that. And then like that. Yes. So you will see every type of gaming, anything to do with gaming, you will experience at the Midwest Gaming Classic. So if whatever you're into is some type of game, they will have it, or there will be fans of it. So come out and be a MGCer. Do the MGC. Now I'm putting the screws back in. Now we got the screws back in. Let's give it a crank with the old screwdriver, because this is in a weird spot. What's my dog doing? What time is it? Oh, my daughter's home. Surprised you don't hear him barking. Probably saw the bus, now he's running around the house. There he goes again. The Humpty Dance is your chance. Do the hump. Yep, that works good. Alright, we got that rebuilt. That means I can rebuild the other three on my time, not your time. It just makes it faster. I like to rebuild one thing with everybody, so you guys can see how it's all done fully. Yeah, those are both kind of loose to me. So now we will learn how to fix stripped holes in a playfield. There. Those are both stripped too much for me. Yes, they did tighten up, but they felt loosey-goosey to me. So we're gonna repair them with a toothpick. What I will do is I will just break the point off of it. We will figure how far it goes down. Goes down about that far. So we'll break two off about that same length. Put the rest of the toothpick back in here. Now we got those two holes. Wood glue. Why? Because it's where we're looking them. Oh, you want to know how I fix them? There is like billions of different ways I see everybody doing this. I take the toothpick and I just soak it in the wood glue. Some people will take this hole and jam it with other toothpicks or wooden dowels or whatever. Let it sit and dry. And then they cut them off. And then they drill a new hole. Which, that works too. I'm like, look at this. I got glue in there. I got a new hunk of wood in there, right? So if I let that dry, it dries and then I just screw into it. But right now, none of that wood is expanded or anything. It's still got a nice hole in it. What I can do, I put the screw back in while the glue is wet and while the toothpick is there. And now, as that glue dries, it's going to soak into the rest of the wood. Now it has pressure bonding into the wood. So that toothpick went down into the hole, filled with wood glue. And as that dries, the glue is going to evaporate its moisture into the wood, and it's going to swell a little bit. And then a toothpick is also going to swell from the glue too. Right now, I just smashed that screw down in with the wood, and all that is just going to tighten together real super tight. That's my theory behind it. So it was easy to put the screw in right now. Now when I take it out, it is actually going to be harder to take out, because all that stuff is just it's force bonded into the wood now. So later on, after it dries and cures, when I take it out, it's going to still be a real nice tight hole. And this is actually, the screw threads are getting more pressure on them right now as the glue dries and expands into one. Yeah, chopsticks are good too. I also have giant wooden Q-tips that are like about that long, that are just round on the side, and I use those too. It just depends. I found this upstairs in the cabinet. We have 2 of them. So one of them disappeared into my toolbox. So that's the story there, and I'm sticking to it. But I'm like, why do we need 2 toothpick things upstairs? We only need 1. And whatever is on this wheel of death in the center of the playfield, it looks like something chemical dripped on it and melted it. That's rebuilt. Since that's rebuilt, there. That means I rebuilt it. We will go down back to this. I will grab the parts for it that are dry now, and we will put it back together. Yep, they're dry. There we go. This is, let's zoom you out a little bit. This is dry, but it's just stained. There's nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. My screws and springs I'll put right there. And get my coil stop. That's set like that. And how's the comfortable spot for this? It seems to be like that. Or like that. I will do it like that. This seems to be a very comfortable spot for the coil. I don't have to worry about the wires poking around in weird spots either. Let me get, all those screws are the same. I'll put that there. That there. Yes, they're all the same. Like I said, this is basically just a score reel without the reel. That's how some of these are designed. You're like, what can we use for this? And then we'll like, oh, we'll just use this because we have it already and we don't need to add anything to it. So we will just reuse something that's in stock, and that's awesome. It's good brain usage. Use something you got made already, and you can use it for multiple things. Chopsticks in the playfield, like a forest. A playfield that looks like a forest of chopsticks. Well, yeah, that's how I do it. I go one by one, and then I just let them cure that way. It's cool. Yeah, wood glue is water activated. I've used other types of Gorilla Glue like Crazy Glue, and I got all these bottles of wood glue from over the years, and I just been sticking to them because I got them. You know, we need a little screwdriver for that. So I'm like, use up what you got right now. I can go back there. This we will find one of the screw holes, and then we'll get my buzzer in to clean the contacts. This can get out of my way. That's totally in my way. Where's the hole? There we go. I wonder if my daughter's got to work tonight. She usually comes home and leaves right away. I don't remember hearing her come home unless she heard me talking down here and then ignored me because she figured I was probably making a video or something. And then she won't bother me. That's tight. That's tight. That goes there. Where's the other switch? Other switch is right here. That will come back off like that. Garbage. That will go like that. That will go like that. I have seen these mechanisms on the motorboard, relay board, in the bottom of machines too. So this is a popular one that Williams has used before in the past. I hope I didn't mix these switches up. I don't think I did. That one's too, yeah, that one, yeah, I couldn't have. Alright. They're out of the way. That one, I just want to make sure it's out of the way like that. Bend it out of the way. Alright, that's like that. Let's get the buzzer out. I actually dropped this once and it was quiet. The whole time I used it, it was like perfectly quiet. And then I turned it off and then I turned it back on again and then it was loud again. But ever since I've had it, it's buzzed like that. That's why I call it the buzzer. Now I'll put a coating of grease on these. And then I'll wipe the grease off just so there's an ultra fine coating on it. There. Now it's just a little layer of grease on it, and that's perfect. And throw that in the garbage too. My little gear here. Oh, you can see how nice that cleaned up too. Like brand new again. Little trip in the ultrasonic cleaner. Oh, by the way, on my YouTube channel, I got another Pinball Parts or Not video coming out tomorrow. And then a review of what I bought. And it sounds like my wife's home too. It's like they're yelling right by the door to the basement. That's what it almost sounds like. They're like standing right by the door, so my daughter must be going to work. Alright. So this I'm just cleaning off with the Scotch-Brite. That will go in there like that. Yeah. This will go like this. Right there. And then this should go like that. And that is not doing what it did before. Oh, no. Why is that? Oh, that's why. It doesn't go between them. It just goes on top of it. Because we can tighten that gap up. Let's get this on too. I have no idea what Tom Taylor had or not, but I do know I had one of his games. I had a Solids and Stripes. One of his games. I did have one, and I sold that to Dave Brennan because Dave really wanted that game, and you know, because he really was. What he told me a story about it, and he was like very passionate about it. You know, going into all these little details and stuff like that. And I had found one because you know he made me kind of want one really bad. So when I did find one, I'm like, cool, sweet, you know. I got one of these games, and then I was thinking about it more and more. I'm like, you know what? Dave really wanted this game. So I told him, I said, do it if you want it, it's yours. And then he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, you know, if you want it, you can buy it. So then I sold it to him. And that goes like that, and I have no idea why that is there. So it was one of Tom Taylor's games. Because the person I bought off of told me that, and they had no reason to lie about it to me. So, if you've seen the playfield, it was just immaculate. You could tell it was somebody's game that did care about it. And apparently Tom probably sold it because he found a nicer one. And we all know Tom does that with games. But I'm hoping Tom is going to have this thing opened this year. Because I got tickets I paid for a while ago. I know a couple people that got tickets that they paid for a while ago for that event. That we would like to use. A couple friends from work. Alright, that's that. Let's get this. Okay, you're not going to play nice with me, are you? I'm going to have to use a magnet. For some reason that doesn't look right to me. I did take a picture of it. If I can find my phone. I don't know, Loch Ness Monster sounds interesting to me. Just the title. And of course, I didn't take a picture of it assembled. Why does that just look odd to me for some reason? No, you got it in the right spot. Oh well. Yes, it looks odd. But it isn't. I'm the odd one. I'm the odd one. I'm so odd. There. Nothing wrong with it. Come on. Just getting these little clips out. Yeah, I agree with that. If you can make your game as nice as possible, do it. Do whatever you can to make it nice as possible. It gives you it's pride and ownership. Having the nicest game as possible, the cleanest game, the best working game as possible. I've met people over the years and go play games at their house, and they're just, you know, not the nicest kept machines, you know, kind of loose and sloppy. That's better. And I'm blocking you. Now this will go down and make contact, which it does. Well, it does a little bit. I don't like that. This is going to go up a little bit. This is going to go up a little bit. This is going to go up a little bit more. Now that is going to go down just a little bit. I like that. Improve that gap a little bit on that. See, I don't think you should be touching right there. It shouldn't be. You should only touch on the next point. You're touching now. It is just so sloppy. This mech. It always took me forever to shop any of my games because I disassemble. I would pull out plastics and artwork on a flatbed scanner. Oh, there you go. That is actually a good idea. That way, while you got them out too, if anybody else ever needed that, you could just like, here's a PDF of them. So yeah, that's a very smart idea. I might have to steal that from you. So they do have a scanner. I don't have a giant one, but you could always take a scan of half of it and another scan and then be done. Here's a trick. A piece of paper, you put it behind the leaves, and then when you move the mech around, move the mech arena, you can see if it's touching or not. As of right now, why does it do that? What is it, just wore out? So it gets to there and it like moves. It's got enough room where it will close it if it wants to. It's closed, but then if I wiggle it, it will open it. Now it's loose. It's tight in there. So I'm wondering if this gear is just wore out. Now here it should go down. This is just like, I think it's this. I don't know what this weird piece of plastic is, but it's letting this move way more than it should. It almost will let that fly out. It will. See how it will do that? So that is weird. That was tight. I understand it lets it pull up and then go down. It pulls it up high. I'm just going to have to gap that up tighter. If I straighten that out, it's got a little curve to it, and then bring it to gap just so it's not touching. I think that may eliminate my problem. But now it's touching. Already, and we're not even on the slope. All right, let's do this. I've done this before. I put that on a deep pitch. and then move these open. I can't do that either. I can see it opening and closing. Their problem too is this top contact. I might have to file it flat. You're touching. I'm going to have to file that contact flat. It's kind of on an angle like this instead of being flat. It's kind of it's, let me see if I can show it to you. This top contact right here, this top one, as it touches, it's kind of wedge shaped down. It's not flat, so it moves up and down. It's kind of on a wedge. So the one half of the wedge has got a nice gap on it, but then as it tapers down, it's got almost no gap. So as it does wiggle, no matter where I put it, it eventually will bump once it gets near the top of that cam. So I think the only way for me to correct it is to file part of that wedge off. I don't like doing that, but sometimes you have to correct bad contacts. One of those will do it. I think they're both the exact same. One's just broke. One I found in a machine. I don't like grinding contacts down, but I guess I'm going to have to just to make it flat. I guess over all these years, it's just wore odd. There. Okay. Now we got a nice giant gap in there. Now we got a good gap. Yeah, you can see the gap in it. Can you see the gap? Yeah, you can see a very small gap in there. Now it just touched. And I'm in the middle. See how it popped. It just did the one. It should. There. But it's like sloppy or something. I'm gonna go grab one of my parts pieces and we're gonna look at it. It seems like the gear is sloppy or something. We will see what we can do about that. If worse comes to worse, this I will put in a machine that has no, what do you call it? I think this one was garbage. I marked on it all over. I will put it in a reel that has no, I can't use that, these are different. These are, what about this one? These are different brand. These are the 4-inch. I need the 3-inch. The 3-inch ones. They got different gear on them. Alright, I got 3-inch ones now. I want to swap that out and see if that makes any difference. I never even looked at these. Oh, that one's a nice clean one. Ah, yuck. Dust. Uh-oh. My naphtha was full. I would have spilled all over. I guess I'll leave this one back in the 4-inch box. Alright. So how's this one go? We will try this gear and see what this one does. We will see how that one comes apart. And if we can use the pieces off of it. Maybe it's the way this is, it's just designed to be sloppy. I don't know. I don't like it. But we will see. It isn't much to take it apart. So we will see if we can, if this will fix that issue or if it's still the same. Maybe it should, it's designed to do that little bump. I don't know. Yeah, this one seems solid. So let's get these springs off here. Get the gear out of the way. And try it out again. Because we can always use that gear on a machine that doesn't have the contacts, because you know some of these score reels don't have that, so we can always use it on one of those because they don't have any of that stuff. It's not needed. And if this fixes the problem, then I'll go through this and clean it the proper way. I just don't like dealing with this weird stuff. You know what I mean? Where it works 1 second and then it doesn't. If I'm selling this machine, I want these parts to work perfect every time. not give you a weird issue. Because that's not right. That's not fair to the person that's buying the game. To have a odd, not working correctly part. Oh, come on, get out of there. So we will take this off. Well, as soon as I get this off. Get this out of the way. It doesn't look wore or anything. And this looks just as good as the other one. But let's see. Oh, it feels tight there. You know, if I'm doing all this, I might as well just clean it right away. Because I don't want to take it back off to clean it after I just got it back on. You know, that's like double the work. Well, I forgot what it's like to clean one of these by hand. They suck. Where's that box of junk I had? Here it goes. Thought I had a toothbrush over here. There we go. Yep. I'll just do it right the first time. We'll get it cleaned up. This is why I invested in an ultrasonic cleaner. Because of this. You put them in a cleaner and you walk away and you come back and this has been done for you. Alright. New towel. I'm in your way. Well, like I said, if I'm selling a game, it needs to work correctly all the time. I don't want to sell somebody a game and have it work incorrectly. Or correctly part of the time. It's only fair, you know what I mean? I just gotta get in there and spin it around. Get that channel clean. All right. All right. Well, from what I see, it's I think that was it. All right, let's see if that was it. This is it. Please let me know this ain't love, just say so. With Huey Lewis. Coming to a birthday party near you. So yeah, if you're in town August, look me up and I will hook you up with the party of the year, Dave. You know who Dave Brennan is, right? American Pinball. He's going to be doing drums. Alright. I'll be singing. Yep. Just a bad gear. Oh, I guess not. I guess just that's the way it is. Let's tighten that up just a little bit. Let me get my goggles on. Okay, where are they? Still in the bag. Alright, we will see. Perfect. I need to do it a little bit on an angle. The opposite angle. Yeah, that will do work. The angles was opposite of what it needed to be. Here. Now with this new gear, okay, that's perfect. Woo! Great. Alright, that's rebuilt. That is perfect right there. All the pieces are on it too, yeah. Alright, let's put this other one back together. And I bet you it works. That actually goes on top of that. Let's put that on there. I bet you this thing works too. Because these switches are different on it. That's got a weird, odd switch setup. Yeah. These just got to be adjusted. But let's put it back together all the way. There. That always makes them work a little bit better when you actually got them tight. Tight together in one piece. I wonder what's for supper. I'm going hungry. Going hungry, yeah. Going hungry. So, whoever's here, if you want to talk, you can talk. I know somebody stepped out for a bit and came back. I don't know who's here with me. But that mech is working properly now. I don't know what the big deal was. I swapped gears out. And that seemed to have corrected it. I don't know if this one's still going to operate properly or not. But this is just a parts one anyways. Yeah. This one works good. So we took apart two to try to fix one. We did fix one, and the other one still works just as good. So, but I did have to grind, well, file the switch stack a little bit more, because I realized it was bent on a, when I took it apart and cleaned it, it just seemed to be bent on a different angle on that switch. But now it's doing its job. Don't know what's really too different, but the switch was like that, the contact, and I made it like that. So when it comes down, it's flat. Otherwise, it would bump the other contact. I don't know how that got so screwed up over the years, but I made it like that so when the switch comes down, it actually lays flat on top of the contact now, and it holds it tight. And then when it comes up, and when it does wiggle a little bit, it doesn't touch it now because it has that correct gap. So when it comes down, it touches it, and it does its job, which is very weird why that did what it did. We have to put this back on too. So I'll put these back in here, and then we will get the glue stick, and we will affix that label back on. If we can get this tape off. I can't get the tape off. So we will just kind of cut the tape off. This is all good on the back here. Glue stick. And that will affix the factory label back to the machine and glue your fingers together. So I think that's probably about it on this today. We've been going for about 2 hours. So what I need to do is tighten all this stuff down and get in there and clean all the mill wax out of those holes. And then once we do that, then I can go through and glue all those back down properly so they're flat, and get that done. I should have grabbed the glue while it was over here. This has just a glop of solder that was stray on the table. So what do we got? Where's my zip strips? Did I put them back, or I threw them way back here? So, alright. We have 2 things that are loose, I believe. I want to keep this out of the way. I'm going to take this off too. This we can zip to this. This. I don't know. We will zip to this. Let's actually go like that. I don't want to bend it. Well, it goes right behind it anyways. There. That's like that. We'll get the wiring harness back on here again. Take that. Bring it across here. And we'll zip it to that. There. And I will get this off. Let's bring this back over here. Alright. So anybody that's, well, there's nobody here besides me. There's my Mark's Basement Arcade link. If anybody pops in or watches it later, I'm Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade. That's my YouTube channel. If you would like to get some swag to help my channel out, I would appreciate it. And that's the link for that. This will come up like that. And yes, all these are good. Oh, that one's a little loose. That one's loose. I will fix all those too. That is not really in the way. But these are all loose. I need to take a picture of these. Nah, it's not going to work either. Well, yeah, it will, because it will flip it. There we go. Here's a picture of all of them. Those are all loose. Get my drink. See how many of these we can get out. So for everyone. Those all came out good. Yay. And then here is a Midwest Gaming Classic for all your gaming needs. Please check them out. The Midwest Gaming Classic is all about gaming, pinball, everything like that in general. So please check them out and help out the Midwest Gaming Classic. That one's been glued in. That one we didn't have a problem with. And why has it got two bulbs on it? Which is weird. Alright, we have to clean out those two sockets. which is going to be a pain in the butt. We'll figure out how to do that. Everything else is glued. So my goal today now is this camera can go off. Maybe we'll go to that. Yeah, we can turn that one off. Get that one out of the way. Yeah, that's going to hang, but it's out of my way. And everything else is tightened down. There. So me, I'm going to have a good time gluing the rest of these inserts flat. Yeah, these dried real nice. Oh yeah, perfect. These are some weird bulbs. I don't know who made them. They are different. They don't have any brands. They're 1SMD bulbs. I'll be able to use them for something, coin door or something like that. Something odd that doesn't need a lot of light, but needs to be illuminated. Yeah, and that's everything. So, as usual, thanks for watching. This was just been a spur-of-the-moment stream. I still have to do some work on this. And why is there extra paint there that doesn't belong? I will have to take that off. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, everybody who stopped in, either briefly or long term. I do appreciate it. And I don't understand why there's paint there, because there's nothing that's green there. I will have to take that off, Novus it down or something. Maybe scrape it off and then put a little clear coat on top of it to cover it back up to correct it. Man, there's a lot of mill wax on here. Anyways, I guess that's about it. Take care, and my famous fat last words. Later.